In Angel, it's possible to create new content from scratch by going to the Add Content link in a course. But what if you already have content created somewhere that you want to use in your course? Maybe you have a Word document or a spreadsheet. You can go to the Lessons area and click on Add Content. And then rather than choosing a content item type like a folder or a page, you can choose to upload a file. So let's say, for example, I have a file in my computer that's a Word document that I want to add. I go and find it, I give it a title, and I click Upload. Okay, so now in my course I have a link to this file, and when I go to it, it will let me, I can right click on it and save target as. I can left click on it. Because it's a file type that my Microsoft Explorer browser recognizes, it will open that file right there on my screen. But the question comes up, what if I don't have Word or don't have a way to, to view a Word document? I might want to have this up here as HTML instead. So what I'm going to do is in Microsoft Word, I'm going to open that Word document. And I'm going to choose File, Save As, or Save as a Web Page. By default, it's asking me if I want to save it as a Microsoft MHT single file web page. I don't want to do that. I want to choose just a regular HTML web page. And I'll choose where I'm going to put it and hit save. Okay. So now if I look in that folder, I see, I'll close this here. I see the HTML file, and I can upload that to Angel. So I'll go add content, add a file, and I'm going to upload the HTML file. Okay. So if I give that a title and I hit upload, now when I click on that, it's just going to open it directly because it's already a web page. So I'm viewing a web page with a web browser. Okay. So what if I have a PowerPoint presentation I want to share with my students? I could also add content, add a file, and I can upload that PowerPoint presentation. There it is. This would be a good choice if I wanted the students to be able to click on this and then right click on it and save the presentation locally so they could print out handouts or view it offline. But I have the same issue as with the Word document. If I wanted to view this online and I didn't have a PowerPoint viewer, I might also might get confused if I click on it and I'm not sure what to do at this point as a student. So what I might do instead is upload it in HTML format. Okay. So if I go to that presentation in PowerPoint and I want to save it as HTML, save it as a web page, I'll choose where I'm going to save it again. And I'm going to put it in a subfolder just to make it a little easier to see. Okay. And I'll save it again as HTML, not as MHTML. Okay, so now I'm done in PowerPoint. Now if I look in that folder, if I look in that PowerPoint folder that I created, I'm going to see here's the HTML file that I created, but there's also a subfolder. In that presentation that we looked at, there were all sorts of images and pictures and other things. See here, like here's this cartoon. Um, and those are stored in this subfolder. So when I want to upload this HTML file, I have to have a way that the file and the subfolder will both come as one into Angel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to left click, drag, and select both of them. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to send it to a compressed or zipped file. And that's what I'm actually going to upload into Angel. So back in Angel again, I go to Add Content, Add a File, and this time I'm going to browse and locate that zip file. And there it is. And I'll call this one okay. Now I'm going to upload it. Notice I have auto detect is on. I hit upload. Okay, now it's going to ask me if I want to specify the default file. And this is the file that when the user clicks on the link in Angel, it's going to point to that file. So if I look at my choices there, I see that every one of these sub-choices is in that subfolder except this one here. So I'll choose that one. That's my default file. Now I could hit OK, but what I'm going to hit instead is extract files. That's going to unzip that zip file that I zipped up. Okay, so now when I click on that in Angel, I'm going to go straight into the presentation and be able to view it. It's a web page. So I don't have that intermediary step. When I clicked on it in PowerPoint format, it takes me to a screen where it asks me, do I want to save it? Do I want to open it in a separate program? So that's an example of converting two file types to something that's a little bit more web friendly, making it into an HTML web page and uploading that.